Yes folks, I've done it again. Another ran when parked 10 years ago. Pretty sure I said I wasn't going to do this again, but this was kind of too good to pass up. So let's have a look at why. Here we go again. Is it worth the sum of its parts? This is a major cafe racer project. And there it is, safely put away for another 10 years. Yes folks, boxes and boxes of goodies. As those already fitted. Sun rim wheels, GSXR, front end, Cognito Moto LED headlight. Cognito Moto rear disc conversion, Cognito Moto triple tree conversion, Speedhut GPS speedo. Let's find out what else we got. Right, quick rundown. Two original headers, fairly screwed. Starter motor cover, nuts and bolts. Front fender, Cognito Moto. Original GSXR lever, Cognito Moto bracket for rear sets. Original coils, original exhaust fittings. Rear brake light switch, rear light. Starter relay, rear brake master cylinder, front brake master cylinder, GPS speedo, GPS unit, random wiring, some Moto electronic stuff. Don't know much about that. Full carburetor rebuild kit, which goes along with not one but two sets of carburetors. Gear shift rear set, but no brake, or if that's a brake, no gear shift, one of the two. Anyway, brand new chain left over from fork conversion, a rear light which fits in the hoop that's already fitted, a Cognito air filter box, brand new shock absorbers, shock absorber conversion kit which needs to be welded on, regulator rectifier, battery carrier, and a battery which is probably no good. Old gear shift, did I say that already? A brand new front sprocket, there's a rear sprocket, brand new, Cognito Moto on the back already. Random switch and random piece of metal. I think we've got nearly 7.5 grand's worth of premium motorcycle cafe racer parts, which is kind of crazy because as you can see, the guy only wanted $1,400 for the whole thing, and more than that I was slightly hesitant on the whole deal, and I'm ahhing about how much work was involved, so I offered him $1,200 and he came back with a counter offer of $1,000 because that's all he really wanted for it, because I was such a nice guy apparently. Given that doesn't even cover the cost of one of the wheels, it's a no-brainer, right? I should probably just sell the parts and call it a day, save himself a lot of hassle. But no, let's throw some more money at it. Well, we need some other parts. Unfortunately, we need a Delcovic exhaust system, that's $500. And then there's the electrics. Yeah, they're all kind of there. And here. But they're a bit of a mess and nothing is labelled. This is a jigsaw bodge into the wiring loom. Yeah, for the starter or something. Yeah, okay, a lot of fun. What we got here? No, old fuse box. Yeah, so there's all that, which might mean a MotoGadget glue unit for $500. or a B-box for a lot less. I think I'm going to sell some parts, specifically this. I mean, it's massive. I'm sure it's very good, but it's also very expensive. I mean, this is over 500 bucks new. Maybe the airbox, honestly. I mean, again, that's, I can't remember, 200, 300, whatever. So, I mean, if we sold those two parts for like half the price, we'd almost end up with a free motorcycle and all the bits. So yeah, maybe we start with a little more destruction and see what's what under the fuel tank. Let's see if there's some new coils, because we got old ones for sure. And I've ordered a cover for down here. 20 bucks off eBay. Done deal. And we have got the other rear set. Chad left it behind. I left it behind. I don't know. Anyway, the lovely guy is mailing it to me as we speak. Thanks, Chad. Really appreciate everything. Not least of all, lumbering me with finishing this project. Thanks, mate. So yeah, destruction, a bit of a clean up, obviously. Let's take it outside, wash it down, see what's what. Bit of bull snot involved there. Work out what we're going to do with the back end. Don't really like the seat I put on the last one, but we'll see if the cap fits and all that. And honestly, I think the priority number one, seeing as we've got Dell coming over to help with welding on the Beamer, on the shock absorber front, I think we need to employ him on the same thing here. So we need to get those mounts on the bracket there and get those rear shocks on, because that's a little bit precarious. Especially when loading it and bringing it back all the way from Phoenix, I was kind of worried, at least, that a big bump would bounce that out of position and the whole thing would fall apart very rapidly and behind me and in front of something else, which would have been very scary. Something like a Honda CB750 tumbling in your direction, as they seem to, at least in my case. Yes, this is number 3. But actually both the others turned out very well, I think, and so did a lot of people, and indeed sold almost immediately. So what could possibly go wrong? So, having done somewhat of a stock take on the whole situation, we'll be looking at things in more detail and working out what to do first, I guess. I think we can safely scrap this. And given that these were knackered on the 82 model that we just sold, I think these are probably knackered on this one. We'll keep them for now. They're those weird and wonderful spark units. And we can probably do the same with the regulator rectifier. Doesn't look very healthy, does it? No, I guess we'll try it first, see what happens, but we probably won't need the cradle either, although it's actually really nice. It's got all these slots for your various plugs to fit through and secure your relay there. Yeah, it's actually really well designed. A little Heath Robinson, but we'll keep it for now. Let's put it over there. I've already thrown 2 things away and realised that I needed them, so I've had to buy them again on eBay. Oh, bloody idiot. So next time around, I think we'll be looking at various bits and pieces, obviously, but I think we're going to be looking at paint. Right? We've done a lot of orange recently, and actually it's a shame because it's a nice paint job, but I think I want to debadge it. So we're going to have to fill and sand that as usual. And yeah, I really don't want to do yet another orange one. Open to ideas and suggestions. I will obviously be messing around in Photoshop in the meanwhile. In the meantime, you can tell me what you think about the colour. What's your favourite colour? And of course you can tell me about the entire project, whether you think it's a good idea or not. Am I totally nuts? Well, I think that's a given. So anyway, while you're commenting, give the video the thumbs up, subscribe down there if you haven't already. And of course, encourage others to watch my lunacy.